Tarek, age 10, is the youngest and fastest swimmer in World Championships history. Tarek has been swimming competitively since the age of 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm glad I wowed you.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Which club is the first to win Champions League?
That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on Impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
Sports in a Jiffy is live on your radio. This is Impact Radio 102.1 FM, and we're here to tell you about all of the amazing stories making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sports. 17 bits and pieces this morning. Tiptoeing through all of the major stories, just so the way we have it on the back pages of the major dailies. It's January already, and you know that a couple of players will be moving left, right, and center. Some of them are looking to change base. One of those players is Antoine Semenyo, who last night gave Bournemouth the win in his final game right there at the Vitality Stadium against Tottenham Hotspur. And right about now, he's definitely going to become a Manchester City player in the coming hours, because yes, he's now been scheduled for a medical. A couple of matches went down last night in the English Premier League, with like of Manchester United being held to a draw against Burnley right there at the Turf Moor. Not a good start for Chelsea and Liam Rissino, who also lost at home right there against lost away from home against Fulham. Rissino definitely watching from the stand in that particular encounter. Barcelona also cruised past Athletic Club to reach the 2026 Spanish Super Cup final, and then they'll be waiting for whoever wins between Real Madrid and also Atletico Madrid. A lot of stories to share with you on the show this morning. Sports in a Jiffy on Impact Radio 102.1 FM. Ayodeji Ajiboye is my name. Absolute honor to be your host on the show. We start with talks coming through from the home front this morning, where it's been said that the chairman of the National Sports Commission, Sheikh Udiko, has said that all financial entitlement of the Super Eagles players and officials has been resolved. According to reports, Udiko's remarks followed reports of players threatening to boycott training and travel to Marrakesh today for the Saturday's match against Algeria. Udiko told newsmen that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approved the Super Eagles AFCON 2025 budget in November 2025, bringing alignment among the NSC, the Nigerian Football Federation, and also the players. A good one right there, and hopefully this brings an end to whatever form of distraction that might be coming towards the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria ahead of the all to play for win or move encounter against Algeria. More stories coming through from the show this morning. It's now been said that CAF has now rescheduled the WAFCON, that is the Women's African Cup of Nations. According to the Confederation of African Football, they announced that the final draw for the CAF Women's African Cup of Nations 2026 will be held in Rabat, Morocco on Thursday, January 15. CAF disclosed this in a statement that was published on his website last night. The draw will take place at 2 p.m. local time. That's going to be about 1 p.m. Right there in Morocco. Amongst the nations that will be in the draw, definitely the Super Falcons of Nigeria will be there. And on the same day, the Confederation will also announce the winners of the CAF Women's Coach of the Year and other outstanding women's football awards from the continental body. According to CAF, the 2026 edition will mark a historic milestone for the competition, as it will be featuring an expanded 16 teams for the first time. The qualified teams include the host Morocco, Nigeria, Algeria, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Cape Verde, Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, Ghana, Kenya, Malawi, Mali, Senegal, South Africa, Tanzania, and Zambia right there. And away from that talk right about now, still taking more talks in the world of football on the show this morning. Before we go back to the world of football on the show, let's take stories coming through from other sports right about now. And it's been said that the Confederation of African Athletics has now released the qualification standards for the 24th African Senior Athletic Championship, setting clear benchmarks for athletes aiming to compete at the Continental Showpiece in Accra. The qualification document obtained by Newsmen outlines the entry mark across track, field, and combined events for both men and women ahead of the championship, which will take place at the University of Ghana Stadium in Legon from May 12 to 17, 2026. In the sprint, male athletes will need to run 10.20 in the 100 meter and 21.00 in the 200 meter, while the corresponding women's standards are 11.70 and 24.00 respectively. Definitely, I will be seeing Nigerian athletes participating in this particular event coming later this year. Preparations will include the arrival of the CAA technical officials from May 8, 2026, and the council meeting and team arrivals from May 10 right there in Accra, Ghana. Away from that story right now, still taking more thoughts coming through from the world of sports on the show this morning. This is Sports in a Jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Quickly, we go straight into other sports on the show. I'll start from the world of tennis. As it is right about now, it's been said that players are not protected over schedule. That's according to the world number one, Arana Sabalenka, who is saying that tennis authorities follow their interests with regards to the tennis calendar and are not focusing on protecting all of the athletes. Players have been raising concerns about the schedule in recent months, saying it is too long and intense. Leading players on the women's tour are expected to play at least 20 mandatory events, 4 Grand Slams, 10 WTA 1000s, and 6 500s in a calendar year. The Belarusian Sabalenka says she would skip some events this year to protect her body. Sabalenka and world number 2, Igor were deducted ranking points for not playing enough WTA 500 events from last season. And away from tennis talks right now, we'll go straight into the world of Formula One. Just so you know, we'll be having the races are coming very soon as the start of the season draws nearer. Same with the world of tennis as well. The first Grand Slam of the year in the world of tennis will be the Australian Open, and that will be starting on the 16th of January, a week away from now. In the world of Formula One, it's been said that Chinese Zhou Ganyu has joined the Cadillac team as reserve driver for their debut season in 2026. The 26-year-old spent last year as reserve driver for Ferrari after spending 3 seasons racing for the Alfa Romeo branded Sauber team in 2022 to 2024. Zhou will now act as support for the race drivers Valtteri Bottas and also Sergio Perez, both of whom are returning to the grid in 2026 after spending last year out of the sport. Bottas and Zhou's teammates at Alfa Romeo. Cadillac have also on their driver roster former IndyCar driver Colton Herta, who is racing in Formula 2 this year in an attempt to earn enough license points to qualify for a Formula 1 super license with a view to racing for Cadillac in the future. Still sports in a jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Quickly taking reactions from the matches that went down from yesterday night right there. Top of the stories, I will be taking the post-match reaction from Barca as they cruise past Athletic Club to reach the 2026 Spanish Super Cup final. Barcelona booked their place in the final of the 2026 Spanish Super Cup after a convincing 5-0 victory over Athletic Club in the semi-final that was played last night right there in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Barca were in complete control from the first half and effectively decided the match in the opening half, scoring 4 goals before the break. Athletic Club struggled to cope with Barcelona's pace, movement, and sharp passing, and the game already beyond them by halftime of the game. Barca definitely dominated possession and created enough chances for themselves. A bit of mistake was what led to the first goal of that particular game when Unai Simon definitely let the ball slipped away from his hand right there. The win sends Barca into the Spanish Cup semi-final where they will face either Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid. And in the English Premier League last night, Erling Haaland also scores his 150th Manchester City goal as Brighton drew against Manchester City. The game ended in a 1-1 draw, but then Erling Haaland scored his 150th goal in that particular encounter from last night. Another games that were played, new Chelsea head coach Liam Rossinier watched from the stands as his sides were beaten 2-1 by West London rivals Fulham at the Craven Cottage. Don't forget that Rossignol had not been appointed in the time to take charge, but observe that Chelsea struggled under caretaker manager Callum McFarlane. Chelsea went down to 10 men in the 22nd minute when Marco Corella was sent off for a professional foul on Ari Wilson right there in that particular game from yesterday. Another matches that were played, bringing you result of other matches that went down in the English Premier League from last night. We also have AFC Bournemouth defeating Tottenham Hotspur 3-2 right there at the Vitality Stadium. Brentford were 3-0 winners over Sunderland. Crystal Palace played out a 0-0 draw against Aston Villa, while Everton played out a 1-0 draw against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Newcastle United defeated Leeds United 4-3, and Manchester United played out a 2-2 draw right there against Burnley with Aiden Evan scored an own goal in that particular game, and Benjamin Sesko scoring a brace for Manchester United for the first time 10 minutes apart, and then he got on the score sheet in that particular game for Manchester United. Still sports in a Jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Other matches that were played across the top 5 European leagues from yesterday night, like I mentioned, in Italian Serie A, there were games between Bologna and Atlanta, where Atlanta were 2-0 winners. Napoli were held to a 2-2 draw against Hellas Verona. Lazio Roma played at a 2-2 draw against Fiorentina. Parma lost at home to Inter Milan 2-0, and Torino also lost at home to Udinese 2-1 right there in the Italian Serie A. And later today, we'll be seeing Arsenal play host to Liverpool at about 8 p.m. Nigerian time. And Spanish Supercopa semi-final, the second match, Atletico Madrid will be up against Real Madrid. Italian Serie A later tonight, Cremonese will be up against Cagliari. AC Milan will be hosting Genoa right there at about 7:45 p.m. Nigerian time. It's Sports in a Jiffy on Empire Radio 102.1 FM, and that's how much we're taking on the show for today. Many thanks to you for being a part of it. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, from 10 a.m. down to the flip side of 10, and also tomorrow in the evening we'll be having the Sports Up Show between 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. where we'll do 1 hour of banter, 1 hour of rage, 1 hour of views, reviews, and all of the interviews on your number one urban lifestyle station. Ayode Jajiboye signing out this morning. I'll tell you to stay sporty, stay active, drink enough water to stay hydrated, go out there and be the best version of yourself. Don't forget to be kind, because kindness is cool. I'll see you when I see you once again. Do out for yourself a lovely and an amazing Thursday.
Take great pictures on Instagram. Tweet at us on Twitter. Let's see your dance on TikTok. Tag us at High Impact 1021 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
I know, and I love you too. This is why I've made it so that you can now have me everywhere you go. www.highimpactstudios.com. Press play. Links in our social media bio. Click at High Impact 1021 FM. Or you can just go the regular way